So today I'm going to be giving you an updated review on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9. It's been out for quite a while now and a lot has changed in the landscape of tablets, so you might wonder if this tablet is still worth buying. So with all that being said, let's get into it and let's talk about the Tab S9. So the Tab S9, it really is an awesome device, and it really is a big change from the Tab S8 or the Tab S7. No AMOLED screen there. Well, now with the Tab S9 series, we're getting almost all of the same features as the Tab S9 Ultra at a fraction of the price. And to start off, I want to talk about the price because we are seeing a lot of sales out there. Right now, we're seeing it for about $650, and that is in brand new condition. Also, Samsung also does a lot of great sales and trade-ins on their website. Again, I will have links down in the description there. But if you look beyond that initial price, what you're gonna find is also some great open box deals. So right now, it's about $500 at Best Buy. This does have almost all of the features that the Tab S9 Ultra has. It has a little bit less brightness, sure. It doesn't have a second camera on the back, so that's one other thing that you're going to be missing. And outside of that, you're going to have a little bit less RAM, so this comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM in the base model. Well, the Plus model and the Ultra model, they start out at 12 gigs. So sure, you're getting a little less RAM, a little less brightness, and you're going to be missing one camera on the front and one camera on the back, at least compared to the Ultra model. But if you get past those things, I think a lot of those things are very minor. A lot of us don't care about having 2 cameras on a tablet, whether it's the front or the back. We just want one decent camera that's going to work very well, and you get that here. A lot of us just want a great AMOLED display, great performance. And for a tablet, a lot of us already have laptops, and some of us just want a really good companion, something lightweight to bring with us on the go, something that we can get productive on. And with my time with the Tab S9, I really think that's the niche that this is fitting. So if you get the Ultra, or even if you get the Plus model, those devices are going to be a little bit bigger. They're going to be a little bit better for productivity. If you get a keyboard case with those devices, the keyboard cases will be a little bit wider, and that means the keys will be a little larger. So sure, the productivity models are probably going to be the S9 Plus or S9 Ultra. And with this, you're looking at a little bit of a smaller device, which means smaller keys. It's going to feel a little more crammed if you're using a keyboard cover. So that is a part of this design. But on the other hand, this is more lightweight. You're still going to get very nice speakers with dual speakers on each side. You're going to get, of course, a very nice build. It's going to feel very, very lightweight and very thin overall. And you're getting an 11-inch screen. Now, this design is a little bit different when compared with the Tab S8 or the Tab S7. So most of the accessories, of course, for those devices will not fit on the Tab S9 because the cameras will not line up. They really did update the cameras to be a little more like their smartphones that have been out. But one other thing with the design that is so important right now is the SD card slot. So it's been fairly normal, right, with Samsung tablets to have an SD card slot, but that's so important right now on the tablet market because now we have these newer iPads that are starting out at a very high price, but those newer iPads do not have an SD card slot. If you start out with 128 in the base model here, you could add a 1 terabyte SD card for a pretty low price, or even if you just want to add 128 or a 256 card, you could spend 20, 30 bucks on a card and you don't have to worry, right? You can get a very good storage experience at a much cheaper price. So yes, you have a nice design, a nice build, and the SD card helps to provide a really good value. You do get a fingerprint sensor. It is an optical one, I believe, but the fingerprint sensor is still fast. It's still very, very reliable, even with a tempered glass screen protector. Now, if we move beyond that and go to the display, again, that's where we're going to be looking at value. Is this display quite as good as the Apple iPads that have the tandem OLED? No. I don't believe it is, but we do get 120 hertz. And if you look at this device, right, at 650 bucks, that's the sale price we're seeing right now. This is a pretty good value when you look at the OLED display you're getting. It's terrific. Now, it's not going to be quite as bright as you're getting from the Tab S9 Ultra. I get the nits are going to be a little bit less as far as the brightness, but it's still brighter than the Tab S8. It's brighter than the Tab S7, and the screen looks absolutely tremendous. I would say you're getting 90% of the display that you would get on these newer iPads. Now, some of you that worry about sensitivity to PWM and all that, I get that. Some of you might not like OLED displays, but I still love the screen. It pops really well. The colors look so nice. And I'm telling you, I have such a good experience with this with entertainment. When I'm watching something, it looks absolutely phenomenal. The performance, I should say as well, is just great. And that's again where we're looking at value. It's not as good as an M4 or some of these other chips out there that Apple has. I get that. But when you're looking at a tablet and phone apps and all those things, you're not going to need an M4 for any of that stuff. Like, this flies through almost anything I'm doing. So if I open up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different apps, sure, the initial startup will be a half second or whatever it is, but then whenever they're open, it's going to be able to store those in memory, and it's going to be able to fly through all those apps super fast. And I had a great experience with performance. Even if you're gaming and playing something that really needs a lot of power, this is going to do a great job. So the fact that we're getting the power that we get in the S9 Ultra, we're getting a great screen, an AMOLED screen, just like the S9 Ultra. The only thing we're really missing is some brightness and a little bit of RAM. So I think that's just fine, and you can even upgrade that RAM if you so choose, by getting the upgraded storage model, that is. So the performance is great on pretty much everything I'm doing. Again, I don't notice any slowdowns or any hiccups, so I don't see what getting an M4 processor would do for me. I'm just able to fly through what I'm doing every single day. But the one thing that you're gonna see, if you're trying to get productive on this device, you do have, again, that smaller display. So an 11-inch display with a great resolution, I'll admit. Looks absolutely stunning, but practically speaking, it is more for those people who want something to carry along with them. It's a great companion device. It's very small, it's portable. You could bring it easily with you without feeling this huge weight on you. And whenever you pair it with something like a Windows laptop, you could use it as a secondary screen. That's a great feature. It does it wirelessly. So there's a lot of really cool things that you can do on this tablet. You can use Samsung Dex. You could still connect this to a monitor if you really want to get productive on it. But for some people, they're going to think that it's a little bit too small. And that's why the Tab S9 Plus and the Tab S9 Ultra exist. But this is more portable, and it has the same type of power, but you get it in a smaller, more portable size at a much better price. So a lot of you know I have talked in past videos about these Galaxy AI features, and it is really nice. I don't want to go into a ton of detail because a lot of you have heard it before, but hey, you do get the AI features. You get circle to search, which is really nice. You just hold that little button on the bottom of the tablet and you can actually circle something to Google it if you want to search it that way. And it's a really cool AI feature. You also have a lot of other AI features as far as your gallery, as far as photos you take, if you want to edit photos. So there's a lot of cool things with Galaxy AI, and we're seeing a lot of great software support. Again, if you have a Tab S7, your software support, I'm sorry, you're just not getting it like you are here. Or the Tab S6, a lot of those older devices didn't have the same support levels. Now we're seeing quick Samsung updates, and we're seeing several years of software support that Samsung is providing. We also see water resistance here, which is amazing if you want to bring your tablet outside. So overall, when I look at this, I get it is a smaller battery, for example, but I get decent battery life on it. Like, this is an 8,400 milliamp battery, and that is more than big enough for me. It could be anywhere from 6, 7, 8 hours or 9 even hours of screen on time, but it always depends on what you're doing. And if you're gaming, well, that always brings it down a little bit. But overall, my experience has been so good. Whenever I'm using it to get productive, whenever I'm using it to actually get some work done, I can. So if you like that smaller device, an 11-inch device, and I get it's not 9 inches, some of you want even smaller tablets, but it is more portable. It's something you could bring with you and get some productive work done. But at the same time, it's very easy to hold in your hands. The bezels that it does have actually gives you a little bit of room to actually use the device day by day. You could actually do a ton of things scrolling around on it. It's going to be a lot more comfortable to use than your phone. You could easily use the S Pen for a great drawing experience. Again, I'm not an artist, but the S Pen is phenomenal on this. No, the canvas isn't as big as something like a Tab S9 Ultra, but this does allow you to bring something smaller into a classroom and take notes without having this big old tablet on your desk, especially in a smaller, crammed college setting. So overall, what do I think of it? I think it's amazing even today. I think this is a great value, and Samsung is bringing terrific values in their tablets with their FE lineup and all of those devices. So if you're looking to save money, yeah, go with the S8 lineup or go with the FE lineup. Those are terrific values. But in the flagship world, this is a great value because when you're seeing $800, $900, $1,000, or even $1,200 tablets, these tablets are insane as far as prices. And now we're seeing an AMOLED display that looks this good with a flagship processor, with a very great experience with Samsung Dex, with monitor support, with water resistance, with an S Pen in the box. You don't have to pay an extra $100 to get it somewhere else. That is phenomenal. And to get all of that for around 650 new or maybe 500 or less used, that makes this a terrific bargain. I really think the Tab S9 is a great value device, and it is the great value device that beats out the Apple iPads as far as value. Is the Apple iPad that's 11 inches, I'm talking about the iPad Pro, is that a little bit better than this with the tandem OLED? Well, I would say technically yes as far as hardware. I still think an Android user would probably enjoy this tablet a little more anyway. But it does have a little bit of better hardware, but why not sacrifice a little bit of that for price if you are an Android user? If you're an Apple user, yes, I will give it to you now. For now, I do think they do have the best tablets out. But if you're looking for the best value in a flagship tablet, you're looking for a better Android experience on a tablet, I would say these are definitely worth buying, and this is one of the best times to do it because you want to buy it while it's on a good sale. And when you're looking at an open box, you want to make sure to buy whenever you're not getting some store unit that's been on the floor for like a whole year. So this is a really, really good time to consider this tablet. So again, I'm going to have links in the description, but I love the Tab S9. But if you're someone who wants something a little larger, the Tab S9 Plus I would say is a great middle ground to save some money, but still get almost all of the features of the Ultra. But you're not missing very many features here. If you want the best, the biggest on Android, yeah, get the S9 Ultra. If you want something that is still portable, but a little bit bigger than this, a little bit better for productivity, you get the Plus. But if you're someone who wants that portable powerhouse, the Tab S9 is still it. And I love it, especially for the value. So hopefully you like this video. If you do, if you love Android tablets, check out my channel. Again, not much has changed. A lot of my thoughts were very similar on this, but I'm telling you, I like to cover devices on my channel and give you advice that lasts. That's why I talk about prices. That's why I do some comparisons. That's why I talk about value, open box deals, use things. So I try to give as much info as I can to help out my users. So please, if you like this video, give me a like, give me a sub, and check out those links. Again, that's a great way to support me. And one other thing you could do is, well, check out some other videos if you get some time. So I really hope you have a great day, and I really, really hope you enjoy your week.